Hey everyone, welcome back to 996. The Howl. Utah wins 4-2 against the Detroit Red Wings. I still can't believe they won that game. Highway robbery. They made out of that game like outlaws or bandits, if you will. Man, Utah, look at this deserve to win-o-meter. Utah has a 19% chance to win that game after, what, 1,000 simulations. A pretty unbelievable 2 points for Utah. My expectations for this road back-to-back Thursday and Friday, that Chicago Friday night, 3 out of 4 points. They already got 2 points. Come on, they could make it 4 out of 4 points, which would be exceptional. So close down to the wire in this wild card playoff race. Nick Bukesa was listed as day to day right before the game. Carcone draws in. Michelli's still scratched, so we'll deal with that maybe tomorrow before the trade deadline. 2 minutes in, Utah scores to break the goose eggs. It's Dylan Gunther, assisted by Kerfoot and Kesselring. Great job by Kerfoot. It was like a backhand pass. A lot of backhand passes in this game by Utah, but Kerfoot finds Gunther uncontested. I thought it looked like too much overpassing. I really thought Kerfoot should have shot it right in the slot, the first to pass, which was the right move, and that's why I'm not a hockey player. Gunther shoots it past the goaltender Lyon for Detroit, and Utah's up 1-0. But 2 minutes later, Detroit answers back. The puck comes from behind the net. It hits Krause's skate in the slot, just kind of mishandles the puck, loses track of the puck. Just, I guess, an unfortunate bounce right off Krause's skate to a Detroit player right in front of Vamelka in the slot. They make it 1-1. The next shift right after, Vamelka has to make a leg save while on his belly in the crease. Vamelka was probably the number one story in this game, but Detroit was attacking hard consistently. They had so much majority of the possession and so much offensive zone time early in this game, and that continued throughout pretty much the whole game. And finally, Detroit, after attacking shift after shift, score again to make it 2-1 on a delayed penalty. For this goal, I felt Kesselring was a bit too soft on his assignment in front. The Detroit player drifts off to the side. Kesselring sees him drifting and he drifts with him, but he's just not hard enough on the body or doesn't get the Detroit player's stick. And the Detroit player pretty much has a open net to the side of Vamelka, puts it in. It's 2-1 Detroit. Utah had a stretch of like 10 minutes where they only had one shot on goal, and I was pretty disappointed because the Detroit goalie looked shaky. Even on shots that didn't hit the goalie, he looked like he was scrambling or unsure of his crease, where he was sort of his positioning, if you will. So I'm like, you got to get more shots on net. They never did. But I thought, you know what? They got to get a couple shots on this goalie, get some goals past the goalie. So we move on here. They're still down 2-1. Late in the first period, a huge toe save by Vamelka. 1 minute left in the period. Just a shot coming really in tight. Vamelka extends his leg. It gets his skate and keeps the game 2-1. They're outshot 15-6 in this first period. And I wanted Utah to make some adjustments and change the sort of flow of the game in the second period. They don't do that every single shift. Detroit is just coming into Utah's zone so easily with so much command of the puck, just keeps on attacking. The waves of red was relentless in this game. Thankfully, finally, Utah gets on the power play to kind of break up the rhythm. I guess that was the only way Utah was going to make adjustments or break the momentum, was probably get on the power play. And they do, but they don't score on it. Detroit is last place on the penalty kill, so I was kind of disappointed again that Utah doesn't score after that power play. Utah goes on the penalty kill. They kill it off. Detroit has the second best power play in the league. So number 2 power play, last place penalty kill. Can you believe it? Utah goes back on the power play after that first penalty kill, and they finally score. It's Nick Schmaltz from Hayden and Keller. Great job by Hayden to create a little 2-on-1 right in front of the goalie in the crease area. He chips it, Saucer passes it to Schmaltz, who's sort of drifting back, losing himself amongst the Detroit penalty killers, and he has an open net. Doesn't make a mistake, one times it in the net to make it a 2-2 game. And then late in the second period, another big save by Vejmelka just through traffic, finds the puck somehow. It might have been a lucky save, but he flashes the glove hard on DeBrincat, I believe, and keeps the game a tie game. Just a great glove save. Instincts. You got to rely on your instincts most of the time when you're a goaltender. Then a late penalty, an undisciplined penalty by Utah, 1 minute left in the second period. This was a huge moment. I was like, an undisciplined retaliation penalty by Sergachev. I agree. Everyone agrees. The ref totally missed the forearm to the face of Sergachev that sidered it, but you can't retaliate and react like that. Just clearly punches Sider in the face twice. I'm surprised it was only a 2-minute roughing call, but it was a minute left in the second period, so kind of an easy kill, only 1 minute. They're outshot 14-7. Again, 15-6 in the first, 14-7 in the second. Only 2 5-on-5 shots in that second period, but still it's tied 2-2. They go into the third period. They easily kill off the last minute of that penalty, but this was a time for Utah to just change tactics, go on the offense, attack consistently, and they don't do it. There is a sort of chance by Gunther. He streaks into the zone. He throws the puck on net. It almost hits Kerfoot into the net, but it hits someone else and it misses the goalie. And then just randomly, Utah makes it 3-2. It's a loose puck, bouncing puck near the corner. Stenlund finds the loose puck and just shoots it top corner. Just an unconventional goal because it's not a setup play. It's not a breakout play. It's, not really a hockey play. It's just a loose puck bouncing around, and Stenlund's the one who finds it. And in one motion, as he's finding it, just rips it literally top corner on a lie-in to make it 3-2. The first shot on goal in that third period. Utah goes on the penalty kill immediately after scoring that 3-2 goal. Thankfully, they kill it off, and on a next shift after killing it off, Krause scores to make it 4-2. They had 2 shots on goal in the first 12 minutes of the third period, and both shots turned into goals. A great spinorama pass by McBain, backhand, finds Krause all alone right in front of the goalie, goes backhand, forehand, shoots it above the goaltender to make it 4-2. I was surprised there was no review on this goal, and Detroit took as long as they could. It felt like a minute and a half of a timeout where Detroit is reviewing the play, and I thought for sure it was a hand pass by Krause to McBain, but it's like Krause and a Red Wings player colliding, and Krause makes a pretty dramatic arm movement, and then the puck you see the puck flying right to McBain. I thought, okay, this might be a hand pass. They don't call it. They can't get a conclusive look on it. So the goal stands 4-2. Shortly after that 4-2 goal, Gunther has a great chance. Kerfoot strips it, takes it away, finds a streaking, uncovered Gunther who has a one-timer, shoots it, but it's saved. And then there's a power play, 4 minutes left for Utah, already up 4-2 late in the game. Even if they don't score on this power play, that's 2 minutes killed off the clock. Gunther hits the post on the power play. They don't convert. And then with the empty net, about 30 seconds left, Ian Cole sliding on his stomach, blocks a shot. It's a sure goal. Vejmelka is out of position, an open net to the side. Ian Cole blocks it, and Utah wins 4-2. They had 19 shots on net. It could be updated. It usually updates. They count all the shots. They review it after. I'm reviewing this game right after the game ends. So for me, I saw 39 shots for Detroit. Unbelievable shot discrepancy there. Power play was 1 for 3. It could have been a little bit better, but the fact that they got a goal got sort of that momentum going, even though I felt like this whole game Utah had no offensive momentum generated. Penalty killing this whole game. The main reason why they got 2 points is Vejmelka and the penalty kill. 3 for 3 on the night, and face-off 61%. Unbelievable stuff there by Utah. Like I said, they got Chicago Friday night. Again, They might catch Chicago in a position where they sell a lot of players Friday. It's the deadline, and the morale in the locker room is down in the dumps. Maybe you inject some young guys, maybe new guys from trades. All the chemistry is messed up. The coaching staff is probably like, just go out there and play hockey. There's too much commotion today for the trade deadline. The Coyotes used to be in that position a lot recently. So for Utah to be on the other side of it, they're prepared. They're not worried about the outside noise. They're coming in to grab 2 points. They dominated last meeting against Chicago, but they only scored 2 goals. So hopefully they have a more fortune Friday night against Chicago. So that's it for me. Thank you for watching. If you like what you see, spread the word. And as always, thank you for your support.